Yo, 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 yo. Mike Good.
Yep.
Hey, good afternoon, YouTube world, man. This is another episode of the fourth round. You know what I'm saying? Got, myself, Ty the Ambassador, man. Got my man Marabi out of Jersey.
What up? What up?
All right. You know what I'm saying? Brother Cal, we got a third member. Brother Cal, man, is out on business, man. Salute to Brother Cal. Got a new job. You know what I'm saying? We hope to see him on the platform soon. If this is your first time on the channel, man, this is We Pod Network. We have all kinds of content to watch. You know what I'm saying? We got Friday night pods every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. We got brothers from all over the nation covering a wide variety of topics, everything from politics to hip hop to social injustice, cringe issues, you know what I'm saying, film stuff, hip hop things, you know what I mean? We got my boy Cujo and Sebastian out of Jersey. They got their Films and Things series where they basically review movies, you know what I'm saying, all the new movies that are hitting theaters. They talk about why they flop, why they work, you know what I'm saying, some of the actors that they admire and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? We also have video reactions and trailer reactions coming soon. But this is the fourth round. This is our interview series. We have interviews with Rum Nitty, Swamp, C3, Swave Seva. Danny Myers has hit the platform a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check those out if you haven't already. Like, comment, and subscribe. Today, we got somebody who is in the battle rap culture but does not necessarily rap, but they are definitely an integral part of this culture, being one of the co-hosts of Champion. They got their own blog series, blog channel, Anwar and Rita. Shout out to Rita. You know what I'm saying? And he also happens to be the manager of one of the most electrifying battle rappers on the planet, New Jersey Torque, man. We got my man Anwar out of Philly.
What's up, y'all? What's
What's up?
up,
What's
man?
up,
There
Thank
we
y'all for
go.
bro?
having me.
Thank you for joining us.
Appreciate you pulling up, Mr. Anwar. How you doing today, good brother?
I'm doing pretty good, man. At the Chick-fil-A line, using all my Chick-fil-A reward points. Shorty
Okay.
just said, "Oh, your total gonna be 11 something." No, it ain't. All this shit free.
Okay. Did you get you a lemonade, yeah?
Absolutely, man.
Okay,
Absolutely.
you
You can't
got
go to
to.
Chick-fil-A unless you get a milkshake. That's the only other thing you get from Chick-fil-A: lemonade or milkshake.
Right on, man. Well, we're gonna get right into it, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave no stone unturned, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm gonna just start off like this, bro. We all know you manage New Jersey Torque, man. How did you become a manager, Anwar? What was the process in making that decision?
Um, the decision it was kind of crazy. Twerk had actually asked me to manage him a couple of times.
Okay.
Um, And it was like, the two times he asked me before I actually said, yeah, if I'm being totally honest, I'm like, bruh, like, you don't need a manager. Like, you're
Hmm.
already, a superstar and you ain't taking this shit serious. Like, it's just that was
Right.
it. But when he got into his car crash, I went to go see him at the hospital and like, I don't know, it was something different about that time. Like, when we went to see him because it was 2 days in a row. The second day, like right before we left, like he was talking to me. He was just like, "Yo, man, like I could have died in this shit, man. Like, yo, I really when I get out of here, like I gotta take this shit serious. Like, I really need you to manage me, just help me out with different things." And I don't know. In that moment, like I couldn't say no. I just couldn't
Right.
say no. And since then, there's still been some ups and downs, but the last year have been smooth sailing, man. I'll say that. Since
That's what's
March
up.
of last year, shit, it been so easy. I'll just leave it at that, man.
What was
But
the
that's kind of how it came about.
okay, smooth transition to my next question, man. You good, Anwar? You good, man?
Thank you.
What was that conversation like with Twerk to kind of get him back on track? Like, what kind of advice or knowledge did you drop on him? What kind of game did you give him to kind of get him back focused all the way, man?
Um, it's tough, man, because like I can't really take credit for it, but I'll say this: like we had plenty of conversation, um, pretty much right after the car crash, leading up to the Jada Nightwing battle, which was his return battle.
Sure.
After the car crash, we had a lot of conversation, and it was really just talking to him, like again from a business perspective, but also as a fan. Like I'm a
Hmm.
fan of battle rap. I'm a fan of New Jersey Twerk, Geechee Gotti, Jan. Like I'm a fan of the culture, and really just explaining to him like, yo, this, as we were saying, like, just that unsureness, bro. I don't care if you lose a battle if it's a fire battle. Nobody really
Right.
cares who won between Twerk and Tay Rock or Easy and Chess.
Right.
Hitman and Surf. Like
Right.
those are just amazing battles. That's what we care about. So, having that conversation. But I think what really sparked it was the real name Brandon battle.
Hmm.
After that battle, bro, like it was so crazy. Hold on one second. I'm pulling up to the draw. I just need to make
Sure.
sure that I'm good.
You good?
I had a mobile order. All right.
Make sure y'all share the link. All you guys that are watching, share the link. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
At somebody on Twitter. You know what I mean? Have people pull up. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Fourth round.
that was quick and easy, man. They had it right when I got to the John. But
Okay.
yeah. So after the real name Brandon battle, like the craziest part is this: he had remember that was the band, the one rounder joints or whatever. He
Right.
was outside rapping his round with Jack Boy. It was me, Jack Boy, Holmesy, and somebody else was out there. I
Right.
want to say it was Ace, but it might not have been. It might have been Ryder. But either way,
Okay.
we was all out there, and he goes in there. He gets the I don't even remember the line. It was the smack line. Got the reaction and drew the blank, and it was
Yeah.
just it was frustrating. And if you remember back then, like he refused to quit. He was like, "Hold up, no, we just gonna stand here till I get this shit together."
Yeah.
And they stood there for. It got to the point where Smack had to call time.
Yeah.
And
It was definitely top 3 worst chokes in battle rap
yeah,
history for sure. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I mean,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that was.
But
Yeah.
but after that, like, when we were leaving, it was just, it was just it was so like I don't even know the right word, just painful. Hold on one second.
Sure.
Anwar.
Shout out Chick-fil-A, man.
Get some free shit. She ain't say my pleasure.
Yeah.
So I can
They
get some free shit now.
they getting some free advertising right now, low key. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
How
yeah.
about that? But
Right.
hold on, I'm gonna find somewhere to pull over.
Okay.
That way we can chop it up and I won't be distracted. Hold on one
Sure.
second. But yeah, so after the real name Brandon battle, like it was just so like painful. That's really the word I could use. Like, we sitting in the car and he's like, "Oh, my bad, bro. Like, I had it, this, that, and the third." And I'm not gonna lie, like I was pissed. I'm like, bro, don't give a fuck about if you had it. Like you didn't have it when
Right.
you needed it. And I'm like, bro, it's this last minute shit. Like, we going back and forth. And I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, you can't keep apologizing for doing the same thing.
Hmm.
Like that
Hmm.
at that point, it's not genuine when you say my bad or I'm sorry. Like, when you do something, you fuck up, you take corrective measures to
Sure.
try to avoid it again. So that was it. And it was like, we sat down and we just had a long talk about how serious he wanted to take it. And the main thing was, the amount of money being left on the table. Twerk is a $30,000-$40,000 a battle rapper. But
Hmm.
when you're fucking up, the fans don't want to pay to see you fuck up. The league don't want to pay and not knowing if you're gonna, like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Sure.
bro, you're leaving tens, thousands of dollars on the table. He got kids, I have children, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, bro, you
Right.
fucking up my money. So,
Right.
but since then, I mean, it was really leading up to Midnight Madness. Like, he was at a point where I think he was angry. And it was like, he finally realized his potential. Like we were talking, like, bro, there's people that got wins over you that shit is disgusting, bro. Shout out to
Hmm.
Swamp.
Yep. Shout out Swamp.
Don't freeze. All right, it didn't
You
freeze
good?
that time. It didn't freeze that time. My bad. Speaking
You
of
good?
devil though, he shall appear.
We're
We got
back.
work. But
Right.
bro, shout out to Swamp. Hold on one second. I just need to send this. Hold on one second.
Mhm.
Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Phil, I see you in the chat, man. Salute, good brother. Nachi, I see you. What's up, sis? Make sure y'all share the link. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let brother Anwar get right. Get his text messages together and whatnot, We just now getting into it, man. This is surface level stuff, man. We just now scratching the surface, you know what I'm saying? So I
All right,
know
my
me and
bad,
Robbie.
my bad,
You
my
good? You
bad.
good, brother?
Yeah, there we go. I got it
We
now. I
back.
see what I needed to do so
Okay.
it didn't disconnect.
Okay.
But yeah, shout out to shout out to Swamp.
Sure.
There's nothing
Sure.
Swamp could do with New Jersey twerk. Shout out to KCJ. There's nothing
Hmm.
KCJ could do with New Jersey twerk.
Yeah.
Shout out to real name Brandon. It's
Hmm.
not like, bro, but when you go down that list of people that got wins, it's like, bro, are you kidding me? So, I think like part of that conversation, and then just him realizing it, and then he went in there, he beat the dog shit out of Snake Eyes. Um, I'm trying to think.
Did he? Did he
Yeah,
though? Did he
yeah,
though, Anwar?
he definitely did.
Did he?
Snake Eyes. Listen, Snake Eyes' best line in a battle is about me. I'm just saying, his best line, his
Uh,
absolute best line
it was a
was
dope back and forth, man. I don't think he
it
bodied
was
Snake, man. I don't think he bodied Snake.
it was a good battle, but shout out to Snake. I don't see how anybody can have him winning. If you want to say he did good, I give you that. He definitely did good. He was up there rapping,
Uh-huh.
like using some words I ain't never heard him use before. Shout out to Tony
Sure.
Bro.
Right.
So yeah,
The shade. Okay.
yeah, but Snake Eyes, real sick. Shout
Hmm.
out to Tori Doe. He's supposed to battle Tori Doe on
Uh,
the prime night card. She no showed. She ducked that ass whooping she was gonna get.
yeah, she definitely dodged the bullet.
Yeah.
Right.
Luke Castro, net like
Sure.
since then, it's just been work, work, work. And
Dope.
yeah, so
All right.
it's gonna get crazy.
Dope.
Dope, dope. So, have you thought about managing other artists? Have people come to you after what
Yes.
they see what you did with Twerk and
Yes, a lot of people have asked me about managing them. And it's kind of crazy because I never wanted to be like a manager in battle rap. That wasn't something I wanted to do, and it's tough because in my opinion, if you're gonna manage somebody, there's a few things that you should do, and one of them is be present for business to be conducted.
Mm.
And
Hmm.
it's tough because you know Twerk's price range is high enough where my travel is always covered and there's no issue, and he still walks away with a crazy
yeah,
bag. If I have somebody who's a mid tier and they want me to manage them, at that point, I got to pay for my own travel, and I'm just not doing that. I just
yeah, yeah,
refuse.
that makes sense.
And it's a thing because I always talk about this. Shout out to K Shine. We were talking about this the other day on Champion. If you show up, all right, me and Ty are supposed to battle. I prepare my 3 rounds. I get to the building, and then Robbie says, "Hey, look, man, Ty said he can't do it. He wants to reschedule." That's all fine and dandy, but you owe me my back end. I'm
Mm.
here. I'm ready to rap. It's not my fault, and you're telling me the day of, so I need my money. That's not a problem that I want my artists to be dealing with. So I want to be
Sure.
there.
Sure.
Unless it's arranged ahead of time. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
so things like that. And then also just, accommodations, where are we staying at? How are we, one of the things like negotiating this London deal, Twerk versus Shoddy Horror. I can't get a rental car in London. I mean I can, but I'm not comfortable driving on the other side of the street. So I refuse to. So it's
Yeah,
like, y'all gonna have us staying near the airport, which is in West London. The event is in East London, and they have a clause. Well, I don't want to talk about the contract, but there's a clause about being on time. And my thing is, well, y'all need to edit the contract because y'all are going to be responsible for travel. Y'all got to get us from the hotel to the venue and back. So if we're late, I don't want y'all trying to enforce this clause, like things like that. So shit like that, as a manager, I think you have to do. And time is the most precious resource on this planet. That's the only thing that you can't get back, and none
Right.
of us know how much we have.
Right.
So I have to be compensated, and it's tough to do that if somebody's price range doesn't allow it. And I would hate to have an artist who only makes $2,000 or $3,000 a battle, and now they got to spend $1,000 to get me out there. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Between flight and hotel, that's not fair to them.
Sure.
So most people that have asked, I've said no. I had two people that I was like, I kind of can't say no to you. But they haven't followed up, so I haven't either. So it's kind of been like that. But what I do is I do play an advisory role. if you're a battle rapper and we have any type of rapport, I tell people all the time, you can call me, I'll give you advice, but I'm not
Sure.
negotiating a battle for you. I'm not dealing with the business, like, you know what I mean? Unless that's the thing I've been thinking about is maybe doing like a kind of one-off consulting thing, battle
Okay.
by battle. You're dealing with this league, you're having issues. Okay, you can kind of contract me to negotiate and handle the business on a battle by battle thing where
Right.
we can negotiate the price to cover what you have to pay me.
Right. That's dope.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh, okay. You mentioned Tone Bro a minute ago. Shout out Tone.
Shout out Tony
Real
Bro.
quick, just give me a quick summary. What did you think of him and Snake Eyes' recent split, man? What was your take on that?
I took it at face value. I mean,
Mm.
Snake and Tony Bro, if anybody knows them, they're really close, like in real life. And it gets to a point where I think, I haven't asked either one of them because it's not my business, but just looking at it, I think you get to a point where you're like, okay, I've gone as far as I can go with you. And it
Right.
might be time to try something different or, do it on my own. That's the one thing. Battle rappers, every single one of them are narcissists and egomaniacs, and
Right.
they know it all. That's the one thing that is a constant in battle rap. And once you get to the point where sometimes maybe there was a discussion and Snake Eyes didn't like the direction that Tony thought, or vice versa.
Right.
So I think it's always good to say, okay, you know what? Let's split now while it's amicable, and that way we're still cool. It doesn't affect our friendship, shit like that. And
Right.
I think that's what happened. I went to the Bags and Bodies house, Hitman battle. I mean, twerk battle, Bricks Belvy out there, and
Shout out Bricks.
yeah, shout out Bricks. He beat the shit out of Bricks too. But
Mm.
um, so I was chopping it up with Snake Eyes there, and it's like, you know, Tony Bro is a solid individual. I don't think that there's any animosity. I think it was just a business thing where it's like, all right, this ain't really working no more, so let's just kind of do our
Sure.
own thing. I
I,
know Tony has plenty of other clients too, so
okay.
Right.
But just going off of Twitter, it seemed more like a personal issue between the two. Like, I don't know.
I didn't get that. I mean, Snake Eyes said something to the. You got to understand Snake Eyes, okay? Snake Eyes is a character. He's a good dude, but he is a full blown character.
Right.
Um, he put up the tweet early and was like something, 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 just about to do my own thing, and then Tony Bro put up the, Snake Eyes and I business relationship no longer going down, and they both saluted each other.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I think it probably was a how are we gonna announce it kind of thing. Snake
Mm.
Eyes went cryptic, Tony Bro went professional, and
Yeah.
that was that. But I didn't think it was nothing personal. I mean, but shit, I could be wrong. Who
Right
knows?
on. What Anwar, what was it like coming onto Champion post Tech Nine situation? What was that energy like when you coming on Champion, man? Did you hear whisperings or gossips or little things like you shouldn't do that? Were you hesitant to get on there? Like what was that like, bro?
Um, it was scary.
Okay.
Um, because Jay Black and Tech Nine, the dynamic of them on Champion
Hmm.
was amazing.
Right.
Their chemistry was through the roof. Tech Nine with the stop the microwave and them arguing about different battles and stuff like that. That was dynamic, and that's a one shot thing.
Sure.
I don't think it can be replaced, and that was my biggest fear. At that time, Rita and I had been going to events, but we didn't like know anybody as far as being a quote unquote personality in the culture.
Yeah.
Black reached out to me, and it was like, holy shit, really? Like, you want me to be
Yeah.
on? Okay, like, I'll do it. And the main thing was, I know me. I don't try to be somebody I'm not.
Sure.
Um, I'm not a street person, and battle rap is a street thing.
Hmm.
Jay Black has been Jay Black since he was a kid, so he kind of gets the pass. And then Tech Nine was a battle rapper, so that
Right.
chemistry there was it was fine and it was easily accepted. Um, me being on there, it's like, well, who the fuck is this guy? Like, I know that was what it was gonna be, and then I knew it was gonna be, oh, he's corny, like he's not this, he's not that. I tell people all the time, man, I don't care what event you see me at, you're never gonna know what color my drawers are. I don't wear my pants hanging off my ass. I try to treat people with respect.
Sure.
But I did grow up in the city of Philly, so one thing somebody said this at the OSBL event, they was like, when people are talking to Anwar, it look like he's spaced out. It's not that I'm spaced out. It's that I'm around a whole bunch of people and I don't know. So I'm always kind of watching to see if there's some goofy shit going on around. So
Sure.
like, I'll be talking to you, but looking behind you or checking to see what's going on over here, over there. But yeah, it was scary, man. And then, obviously with all the allegations and stuff,
Right.
the court paperwork coming out,
Right.
like that shit was crazy because, I tell people all the time, I knew Tech Nine. I met Jay Black in person through Tech Nine. Tech Nine and I used to play at the same poker games for years.
Oh.
So, I'd been around him and his family. He had been around me and mine. When Tech Nine was battling DNA, he did a diss track. My ex-wife sang the hook on the diss track that
Wow.
Tech Nine put out for DNA.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it was like,
That's wild.
we had a rapport. So when that stuff came out, it was shocking. It was like, damn, and it's always conflicting because you want to go to bat for your friends. Somebody says something crazy about one of your friends, you want to go to bat. But again, allegations are allegations. The fact that he took his own life before he could have his day in court.
Yeah.
It left us that would have wanted to defend him. It left us, in a no-win situation. Because somebody could always say, oh, he did that shit, that's why he killed himself. And there's nothing I can say in response.
There's absolutely nothing. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. That's Let's move on. So one of my favorite moments on Champion recently was when you were arguing with Snake Eyes. So and it was pretty funny back and forth, but I guess what was going through your mind when that was going on? Because he was really going off.
He was. I mean, again, shout out to Easy the Block Captain. He says to talk different. Your favorite face-off people, T-Rex, of course, Cassidy, Easy the Block Captain, and Surf. Those are like the face-off kind of goats because no matter what happens, they have a way of making you look crazy.
I'll throw Mook in there too.
Mook too, but Mook with the you give it Mook with the half sentences. But yeah, Mook
It's
too,
amazing.
for sure. Yeah. But there's a thing. It's just like in Philly, we call it bidding. Like I grew up talking shit. As a little kid, I had big ears, so it was like, people always making jokes. So you have to be kind of quick on your feet. And the thing is, I believe that New Jersey Twerk is the best battle rapper in the world. So if you're gonna be battling him, I'm going to tell you all the which ways you about to get your ass whooped. And shout out to Snake Eyes, he gonna talk his shit too. So it made the dynamic go crazy. And then just knowing certain things, I think at the time of the face-off, the belt, the Midnight Madness belt, was actually in my car. So, yeah, so it's like I knew certain stuff. So it was like, hey, bro, you talking all this shit, whatever. And I tell people it's just like battling. People battle Tay-Rock, and if your best bar to Tay-Rock is about Lady Caution, that's trouble. So I kept telling him like, yeah, you gonna get up there and be rapping about me, you gonna lose. Like, it just is what it is. And my Snake Eyes best bar, that shit was insane though. The keep following behind that young thug. You got to read about your wife getting shot in a bowling alley. That shit was insane because
I vaguely remember that. I got to rewatch it.
Yeah, that was the bar because obviously my girl is Rita.
Yeah,
everybody knows I love bowling, so it was like that. The way he put that shit together was insane. But that's a bar for me. Twerk was talking to you, like, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, so it's just talking shit, man. I tell people I don't think there's many people that I could lose a face off if I'm speaking for Twerk. Obviously I can't rap. Every battle rapper in the world would smoke my boots. But if you got to battle Twerk, he don't like to do face offs. I tell them all the time, bro. Like, you don't have to tell them niggas. Let me do it. Like, I'm gonna talk crazy to them niggas. I can't wait for the next situation because I got some shit to say. And if I'm not there for the face off, rest assured that champion episode and my Twitter rants are gonna go down because I got some shit to say to this motherfucker.
You mentioned Easy a little earlier. Were you managing Torque when he battled Easy, or was that
No,
before?
no, that
Okay.
was way before. Yeah,
Okay.
that was way before.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Now I think.
Yeah.
But did you? I guess. What do you think about his success now? Like, I think Reed Battle has 500,000 views already. Hitman has
I
like
think
3 or 4. Like,
yeah, easy. I think his success is phenomenal, man. And I believed in him. I remember talking to Easy outside of the caffeine event right before he battled Rex. And we were talking, actually some business. And I was telling him, like, bro, it ain't gonna be long. Like, he wasn't happy with the number he took for Rex. I'm like, bro, just keep doing what you're doing because it ain't gonna be long where that number is gonna be like for a 1-rounder and shit like
Right.
that. And it's really dope to see, man. I think Easy is a phenomenal talent, and he's curating this second half of his career.
Mm.
I think he's doing an amazing job. He's picking matches that, in my opinion, are almost slam dunk matches for him.
yeah,
And he's executing. That's the thing. Like, you can have a layup match,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go in there like it's a layup match, and then it's like, whatever. Easy is
yeah.
going in there and dunking on people. Like, he's doing what he's supposed to do. So I think this shit is phenomenal, man. I'm happy to see it. I think, the sky is the limit if he continues on the trajectory that he's on, being strategic with the matches, et cetera, et cetera.
I'm not gonna lie, Easy's been great, but Reed 2-1.
I'm from Philly, so I ain't gonna argue with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reed is the legend.
We tried to get Easy up here, man. Shout out to Easy, man. We're gonna get him eventually, man. I think, I was gonna say this about you saying that Twerk whooped on Snake Eyes. I noticed in battle rap, y'all tend to throw a lot of extra gas on whoever y'all are, behind. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all can't just have an honest conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? So Twerk versus Snake Eyes has to be Twerk body bag 30. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that rides with Easy, they say that he body bagged everybody. I strongly disagree, sir. Like, so
Yeah.
I had him losing to Calico. I'm not even a K-Sean fan, Anwar. I thought K-Sean was getting with him every round. You know what I'm saying?
I thought K-Shine won that bet. Me and Easy still argue about that to this day.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I thought Shine got that. Him and Kyle is really close. I thought Easy did enough.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really close.
For sure.
The Fines battle was a judge loss. And other than that, him and Chess is super debatable.
Right.
It doesn't matter who you have winning battle.
Okay. Got 2 heavy questions, 2 heavy hitters back to back, brother, to ask you, man. Anwar, when Champion first came out, man, it was considered like the ESPN of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Everybody tuned in. It was a new look for everybody. We had, analysts. We had a blogger, Jay Black, who we had seen for years in his bedroom, kind of go from his kitchen to now he's got, a whole suit and tie. He's making everybody else wear suits and ties, kind of brought like a certain aesthetic, certain professional look to battle rap, right? And we just had a lot of dope face-offs and a lot of dope commentary. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the, the Tech Nine and the Vodafly situations, you know what I'm saying? Bro, what do you say to people who say that Champion has fell off, man? Like that it's not as hot or as popping or as essential to battle rap outside of the Cody and Wody stuff, right? Just regular, daily programming on Champion, man. What do you say to people that say that platform has fell off?
I say I don't think it's fallen off. I think the culture has shifted. I think what the people are wanting to tune in and see every day is vastly different.
Sure.
Even this right here, what you guys are doing, I think this is dope. This is dope battle rap content.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
If
Thank
you
you, bro.
guys had me up here, I don't know, drunk and talking shit about other bloggers,
Yeah.
and you put that video out, it's gonna do 30,000 views. You
That's
know what I mean?
actually that's actually the next route we going if we don't start
Yeah,
getting our
yeah.
numbers up. Like
That's the work
that's
we're
the
going.
next plan. Yeah.
Listen, I understand it, man. I tweet
Right.
about it all the time. I tweet my frustrations, and
Mm-hmm.
I think the main thing, the funniest part about it is this. I say this all the time behind the scenes. If anybody ever like bugged my car or J Black car, they would see that we could do hundreds of thousands of views every video
Right.
because we know all the politics, we know all the behind the real story behind damn near any battle rap drama, beef, league, contract, whatever. We know the full and complete story. So it's like, but of course, we aren't the ones to be able to speak on it.
Right.
But that's what I think it is. I just think, because Champion is 100% battle rap focused. It's
Mm-hmm.
this match, prediction, who we think won or lost.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I think that's where the challenge comes in. If
Okay.
we drop a Hitman versus Ill Will prediction video, and then somebody else has a swamping a Green Ranger and Piranha blog. The Green
Right.
Ranger Piranha blog. Now, mind you, respectfully, the Green Ranger and Piranha. There's no chance outside of that situation that their names would generate more traffic than Hitman Hollow or Ill
Yeah.
Will.
It's a fact.
But in today's climate of battle rap, that's exactly what it is. Really? Oh, he was running. Oh, he was fighting. Oh, this, that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so it just is what it is. So I can't say that it's fallen off. I think, we're still doing the same thing. It's just that's not what people are interested in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That I promise, man. You must have read my notes because that's the second time. That's a perfect transition to my follow up question. What's your honest opinion on battle rap like Twitter Spaces? Not one in particular. There's obviously multiple different
Mm-hmm.
spaces. Now, obviously, there's good things that have been birthed out of that. We had the
Mm-hmm.
whole Midnight Madness come out of Spaces. You know what I'm saying? We've had a lot of dope face offs and matches that have happened.
Yep.
A lot of up and coming talent has been noticed on
Mm-hmm.
the Twitter Spaces. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, there's like you were just kind of alluding to. There's a lot more drama, negativity, fighting, gossiping, chit chatting, chatty patty stuff that goes on in them Twitter spaces, man. What's your honest, like, overall take of battle rap since it's been kind of inaugurated into the Twitter spaces the past couple years, bro?
Um, I think I'll say this. I think battle rap is in a bit of a sour state. I can't
Mm,
say it's bad because a lot of people are eating off of that type of
sure,
negativity and foolishness.
sure,
Um, but I think the root cause of it all is the accessibility. I
right,
think that's what it is, and unfortunately, you know, battle rappers are regular people.
right,
They are. They get
sure,
frustrated. And when somebody wants to say they lost a battle, um, it in the back in the day, that was just somebody's opinion. You had your conversations in the barbershop, and that was that. You
mm,
put your tweet up or whatever, but shout out to Miss Hustle or
hmm,
Jazz or
right,
Surf. You weren't talking to them. It
right,
just wasn't gonna
Yeah.
happen. You know what I mean? And now with Twitter Spaces, the accessibility. So now you have a lot of supporters and fans that because they are in the Twitter Spaces so much that they feel a level of entitlement, and it creates the opportunity for just drama to continue happening and it escalating and going crazy. But I think Twitter Spaces again, it's just like anything else, man. It's dope in moderation, but
mhm,
now the accessibility. Shout out to 40 and E Hart. I know that We'd Like to Know or Wake and Bake. I don't know what they call it, but those are two names that
right,
I know I've seen.
right,
Them spaces be on all day,
hmm,
bro. There's no reason Joe fans should be able to pull up and talk to 40 bars all day long, or you know what I mean. It's just that level of accessibility I think is troublesome. So,
Right on.
yeah.
Dope.
So, speaking of drama, I want to ask this. What do you think about Smack's recent?
All
I
right.
don't
Him
want
and
to say
K-Shine shit.
meltdown. I don't want to say meltdown, but whatever you want to call it against K Shine.
I think it was dope. I hate. All right. Let me say this in two ways. I I think it's dope that Smack finally said enough is enough. I'm tired of people just saying anything. URL never responds to nothing. People say URL blocked the battle. They don't come out and say no, we didn't.
Yeah.
The rappers come out and say URL said this, that, and the third. They don't come out and say, "Yep, you're absolutely right. We told them that." They don't. So it's
Right.
always one side of the story.
Mm.
Um, I thought I understood Smack just letting loose on Twitter. I understood it. So it was highly entertaining because it was like, oh shit. Again, if you know Smack, like I hang out with Smack. Me, Twerk, and Smack was at the bar. Smack is a demon. Let me just tell y'all that nigga is a demon. If he
Right.
invites you out, say no or drink water. Drink water. I said, yo, Smack, let's get a shot. Nigga said, man, fuck that, man. Go get 2 bottles. Huh? 2 bottles? Oh no, nigga. Oh no. And let me be clear. Smack was paying, but it's like, bro, I can't drink 2 bottles. It's 120 something. Like, how we gonna finish 2 bottles in 40 minutes? But like it was just him saying what he feels. So I thought that was yeah, I knew that was gonna happen moment. Now the other side though is I don't think that's productive. You know what I mean? It's like you're never gonna get a resolution when 2 people have an argument in public because nobody is going to want to lose in public. And that's the thing. And when there's a disagreement, someone has to concede. Somebody
Mm.
has to.
Sure.
If you're doing it on Twitter, nobody's going to concede because their supporters and fan base are going to say, don't let him talk to you like that, or you don't need him, this, that, and the third. That person don't give 2 shits about K-Shine bills. They don't give 2 shits about Smack White's bills. They're just in their mama basement talking shit on Twitter. But
Yeah.
ego is a real thing, man. So it was sad to see it play out on Twitter, but it was entertaining as fuck. I can't lie. And it was like, yeah, I understand. I understand. Because, again,
Right.
URL has been played with for so long.
Do you think part of that was the new Max Out announcements and RB announcing all these crazy battles? Like Hollow was just tweeting about how he said, "I'm tired of taking these matchups, so 2 weeks notice, catch me in the blue room." Now he's on RBE. Like, do you think that's part of that?
Maybe. I don't want to put nobody's business out there, but just all I'll say is, again, URL never speaks out. So an artist could say, and I'm just saying hypothetically, an artist could say, I'm tired of having battles with 2 weeks notice, knowing damn well they had 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But if they put it out there, I only had 2 weeks notice. URL isn't going to say, nope, here's the date we sent your contract. Here's our first communication. Here's your verbal accept. They're not going to do that. So if an artist just says, I only had 2 weeks notice, and then their fan base goes, oh man, that's why the battle was bad. Instead of sometimes the crowd just not fucking with you.
Mm.
That happens. Sometimes they just not fucking with you.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. It's not because you only had 2 weeks notice, in my opinion. All I'm gonna say is this. Today is July 18th. It has been Twerk's next opponent was notified 9 days ago. So y'all, whenever that matchup is announced, y'all can do the math. And after they get their ass whooped, if they come out and say they only had X amount of days notice, just pull this interview up and be like, but Anwar said.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right on.
It just makes it, it's a scapegoat thing. The max out announcements, I don't think that really plays a part. I always say this, bro. Like, I don't understand why people always want to make a comparison. I get it that they are in competition, but like they announced Hitman and Ill Will. We didn't have any information about Summer Madness, not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's, oh my God, this is so much better than Summer Madness. How the fuck is it better? And we don't know we don't even know when Summer Madness is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Now again, shout out to DNA and the fan who found the ticket link. We know it's August 27th.
Mm-hmm.
But we still don't have no announcements. So
Yeah.
I don't think that played a factor. I really think Smack just woke up and probably saw some shit that just pissed him off, and he wasn't around Beasley to tell him to chill, and the nigga grabbed his phone and went off. That's what I think really happened. I really do. I think nigga rolled over. You know how the notifications work. He saw something and was like, hold up. What? And just went to going.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I'm not RB bias, URL bias, Chrome, King of the Dot. You know what I'm saying? I rock with all the leagues. You know what I mean? And none of them are sponsoring this show or paying us for anything, so I can say what I want. You know what I'm saying?
But if you do,
You know what I mean? Right. I'm gonna be real with you, Anwar. The Ill Will versus Hitman Holla and A Ward versus A Verb. I have not heard an announcement from URL that's equivalent to either of those two matchups, man, this year. Bro, we going into August. You know what I'm saying? We in July right now, the seventh month. I would say maybe close the Tay Rock, maybe the Tay Rock Geechee versus Twerk Nitty, maybe.
Okay.
But even that, like that whole card kind of had a dark cloud over it. Remember, people was like, man, what is Gnome Impact? Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? And the overall takeaway was that it was a mediocre or mid card. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be honest with you. I think just URL's just having a choppy year this year, bro. Like,
here's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Think, when it comes down to, here's the thing. And it's funny, man, because me and France had this argument at the Champion of the Year panel one day.
Mm-hmm.
If you shoot 100 shots and you miss 40 of them,
Right.
people are gonna say, "Damn, you had 40 fucking misses." Where somebody else shoots 3 shots and all 3 shots are nothing but net.
Mm-hmm.
Who had the better game? I think that's what it is. Shout out to RBE. Their cards this year have been phenomenal. They really have. And some of them have been better. Like the battle ended up being better after it happened than it was on paper. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'm sorry, this person just got out. That shit was anyway. Yeah, but it was retarded in a bad way. Anyway, so yeah, they've been having phenomenal joints, but it's been what, 3 cards? This is the 3rd card they had this year, right?
I think they had a 4th card that was like, one of their little brick by brick type of things. But as far as major cards, this is the 3rd like major card. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Anwar, wouldn't you say that kind of works out better? Like for some of these leagues, like you don't have to do an event every 2 weeks. Like the fans don't want to see that necessarily. You know what I'm saying?
I'm using URL's old strategy, like before caffeine.
Absolutely. And this is what I said. If you think about the beginning of the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. I was on a debate team in school, so sometimes I would slow walk people. Beginning of the year, there was no volume. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
URL did the outside card with Twerk and Next, but it wasn't on caffeine. The culture was in a frenzy. Where are our events? What is this app-only event? What is this? We have to have something on caffeine. That's what the culture said. Then King vs. Queens happened. And then nothing again. And it was the same thing. URL has conditioned the fans to saying, while we don't have, I personally don't think we need an event every other week.
Mm-hmm.
But they've conditioned the fans that, yes, we do. Because if URL were to take 3 months off, let Summer Madness be URL's 3rd event for the year. People would be saying that URL, and let Summer Madness be in a small room. People would be saying URL ran out of money. They can't afford guys, yada, yada, yada.
Sure.
RBE has positioned themselves, and it's strategic. Shout out to ARP, nigga, smart as hell. they've positioned themselves strategically to be able to say, yep, we're number two. We're fine being number two because
Mm-hmm.
we're giving you such great content that we're never going to say we're number one. We'll just let y'all tell number one that they're
Sure.
falling off. I think that's what it is. Like URL has done, 12 or 15 cards. So to say some of them have not been dope, absolutely. I
Yeah.
definitely agree. But I
Yeah.
think it's a matter of quantity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is
I
what
mean,
it is.
you are still trying to push, Jerry West. You know what I'm saying, on us after 7 years. You know what I'm saying. So I don't know, man. They just need to restructure
So
some things, in my opinion.
all right, so hold
Come
on.
on.
But
So do you
real
feel the
quick,
same way about show off?
what about him?
Do you
With
feel the same
RBE.
way?
That
That
they're
they're
still trying
still
to push
trying
him?
to push him?
Of course. You know what I'm saying. I think it's about time for Show Off to start headlining some of these major RBE cards. You know what I'm saying? He's been on the platform long enough. I think he should be in the position to do that. You know what I mean? I
What's
told you
the
I'm not biased, and I
all
see
right?
what you're trying to do, brother. I see what
No,
you're
no.
trying to
So
do.
let me ask, what's the difference
Yeah.
between show off and Jerry West? Both of them have had ups and downs.
Mhm.
Both of them have had standout performances where you're like, oh shit, this person
No,
could be something.
no. Jerry West has
You
never had a performance like that. No, no,
really?
Ever?
no, no.
I
Jerry
think
West is Jerry West is trash, man.
Jerry West
That's
versus Ty
oh.
was insane. Jerry
Hmm.
West versus Ty was insane. That was the
Man, how
most
many
spit
years
I've
ago
seen.
was that, Anwar? Come on, man. Stop it. That
So
was
all right,
like
so hold
8 years ago, man.
All
My
right,
daughter wasn't even born when that was out, man. Stop it.
recency bias. I
Uh-huh.
understand the answer to this question is show off versus Chef Trez.
Hmm.
If you take that battle away, what was the one that makes you say show off should be headlining a card? Take away
Uh,
show off versus Chef Trez.
bro, he was dope versus Math Hoffa, but that was years ago, bro. Show Off always shows up to me, bro. He always
Wait. So Jerry West was dope years ago,
right.
and that was years ago.
But
Show off was
show
dope
off has
years
been
ago.
but show off has been consistently dope in my opinion. He was dope in the tournament. When was that, last year? King of the Dot tournament?
Wasn't last year.
He had the year before. It was definitely within the past 2 years.
2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah. When's the last time Jerry West had a performance? She was like, oh my God, that was just the most mind blowing lyricism ever. Like, oh my God,
No,
like stop it.
so
Stop
to
it,
be
Anwar.
clear, no, to be clear, I don't think. And shout out to Show Off. I fuck with Show Off.
Uh-huh.
I don't think he's a headline guy of a top card. Like you
Uh-huh.
said, he should be headlining some of the top cards. I don't think he's there. But I'm
Hmm.
here for Show Off on every max out as a second or third battle. You know what I mean
Hmm.
on the card. And I think Jerry West has done enough. Him and Lou Castro were really good at No Impact. I think prior to that, the Jerry West performance to me that I
Hmm.
thought again not a oh my god this nigga's here, but it
Hmm.
was like oh shit the nigga can hang was I call it the Sesame Street volume. And they hate when I do that, but the John where they was outside where Geechee battle Goods.
Good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
Pat Stay versus K-Sean and all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
Goods was good. He was
The
good at
fake
that joint. Like,
street.
what
Yeah.
was
All
that?
right.
Not
But yeah,
that
but
that
anyway,
fake. Yeah.
Yeah, you good. Yeah, you good. We messing up the content, man. Talking about Jerry West, bro. Like,
shout out to Jerry West, man.
shout out Jerry West, man. This is my follow up question, bro. Anwar, the years ago, man, famous interview you had with your girl Rita in Averb, man. After Verb got through, the Verb got through whooping on DNA, man. You know what I'm saying?
That didn't happen. Oh shit. Oh, we in a
Yeah,
parallel universe. Go ahead.
definitely Verb 2-1, if not 30, man. Like, stop it.
Said nobody but Ty, but go ahead, keep going.
Nah, there's a bunch of people that have Verb winning that battle, man.
They all
Nah,
look the
that
same.
driving angle was crazy. He might have
Let
won because of
let
that.
let's not forget DNA had a whole third round where he tried to side with like the new class and knowing that he is not a new class guy. And he called Geechee tough. Let me quote that right. He called Geechee tough. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that, Anwar. You know what I'm
The
saying?
Okay.
funniest part of that was after the battle with DNA made the video about how he learned to drive. I was like, oh man,
That
come
shit was hilarious. DNA still can't drive, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so
on.
so
It's my guy.
so
But I
technically
get it, man.
verb by default anyways, right? But that the interview with Rita and Verb, Anwar, you know what I'm saying? Looking back on that, are you embarrassed by that clip, man?
Yeah, bro. Listen, man. Anytime, listen. Nobody. You should never put a camera on somebody when you know they fried. I would just leave it at like, yeah, man. Like I was drunk, I was doing the most. And the thing is, like, Verb and I always argue. We argue to this day. I'm sure when I see him at the RBE event, we're going to end up arguing about something. Um, it just is what it is. And if you think back, the day before I did the face off, if you recall.
Mm-hmm.
So he couldn't wait to talk some shit to me or whatever after the battle. And I was drunk, man. But yeah, that shit was embarrassing. Like, it's like thinking back on it, the nigga said, "Oh, I didn't know y'all was together." Yes, the fuck he did. Yes, he did. But in the moment, like, I was fried, man. I didn't care. Like, oh, for real? He was like, if y'all together, give her a kiss. Okay. And
Right.
shout out to Rita. Rita was like, yo, like, that don't even make sense. Why? Like, me and you going back to the same hotel, whether he believe it or not, like, what's the point of trying to prove something to Verb, dumbass?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, in the moment, I think the perception was that Rita just was embarrassed to, be with you or be around you and didn't want to kiss you publicly. You know what I'm saying? That was the perception that brothers, pretty much walked off with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen, man. I've seen so much shit. Shout out to the battle rap culture.
Sure.
When Rita and I first came into battle rap, like on Champion, it
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh, she's too cute to be with him. And I give him 6 months. She gonna be with this battle rapper or that battle rapper. And it's like,
Right.
any battle rapper that like actually knows us now, like, she ain't going nowhere. Neither am I. Like, we've been together for forever and a day.
Right.
But yeah, no, I can definitely see that. Like, if it was somebody else and I was looking at it, I could see somebody coming to that conclusion. I'm not unrealistic, and I tell people
Right.
all the time, I acknowledge all my faults. Like, I know the shit I've done that was wild, for sure.
Right on.
So I saw you had a mini documentary thing with preparation for Twerk and Nitty for their No Impact.
Yep, unorthodox.
Just go over how was that? Seeing those two guys, right? Because they're some of the most unpredictable, best writers we got. So what was that like sitting in with them, watching them go through
it? It was half amazing, half annoying. I hang
Break
out with
it down.
Twerk all the time. So when Twerk is rapping, like, I hear him creating bars all the time and thinking of different shit all the time. So that was nothing new. But Rum Nitty is a different animal. And watching them two, Twerk holds Rum Nitty in such a high regard. Like, to see Twerk really, to have Rum Nitty say, no, I don't like that. And Twerk go, all right, well, let's see if we can do it. Like, just to have that happen and see that, like, that was dope. The terrible part is, bro, I'm old, man. Them niggas is, bro, them niggas, the first day we got there, the night before, I had to pick up Rum Nitty from the airport at like 6 a.m. The night before, I didn't go to sleep because I drove down from Philly to pick him up at the airport. And then we drove from the airport to Virginia Beach. And, like, we got there, it was like maybe 10 something in the morning. I'm tired. I was ready to go lay down. Twerk come busting in the room. Yo, we about to go to the beach, about to start cooking up. I was tired, but I knew what I was there for. Bro, them niggas. So I get up, I go to the beach with them. Bro, we didn't come back from the beach until like, we left the beach at like 4 a.m. Bro, the definition of dead. Like, that was me. Like, I was just on fumes, man. And then the next day, like, so we got in like 4 something. We were out the house by 11 the next morning. Out until 5 something that night.
Mm-hmm.
Out the house at 10 the next morning.
Mm.
That third day, bro, I was like, man, listen, I was in the room. I lied. I told them niggas, like, yo, I gotta put my phone on a charger. I told them some old bullshit so I could just sit in the hotel room and catch some sleep.
That's funny.
But yeah, so it was challenging, but it was dope, man. I'm just looking back over all this footage. I'm trying to put together the final movie, and it's just challenging because I'm not an editor. And the bad thing is, going into it, I didn't have any actual direction. It's literally, I'm just gonna follow them around with a camera, and whatever I get, I get. So it's like, them preparing a bar, them preparing another bar, them making jokes about, I don't know, Saga, preparing a bar, talking about what we're gonna get for dinner. Like, there's no cohesiveness. So
Yeah.
trying to put that together into a presentable package is difficult. But I think I have an idea of what I want to do. Actually, I know I do. So I'm working on that. My plan is to have it out by the end of the week, but no promises.
Okay. Okay.
Anwar, what's on your playlist right now, man? Like, who's some artists you listen to, man, when you driving or working out or what I'm saying, at work or
Um,
whatever? What you bumping right now, man?
At Jerusalem.
this is embarrassing. I'm stuck on literally two songs. Took It to the O and Crazy Story. I'm really stuck with them, but it's because I just watched that King Von documentary, John.
Okay.
The shit that's on YouTube. That shit
Yeah.
crazy. So
Yeah.
I've been listening to those songs like repeatedly. But on a regular, my playlist is pretty eclectic. I listen to a lot of like 90s and 2000s rap and R&B.
Okay.
So a lot of DMX,
Dope.
Eminem,
Uh-huh.
Tupac, of course.
Fire.
Um, I do. This gonna sound corny, but Jerusalem is a no skip album for me. So I check out Jerusalem all the time. I check out a couple of the Jerusalem 2 tracks that I have on my phone.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I fuck with K Shine song too, man. Herkin and Lurkin, that is my shit. I play that like on repeat.
Okay.
Shine
But
makes good music too.
Yeah.
what'd you say?
I said Shine makes good music. Yeah.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So does Surf. So got a lot of Surf shit.
Head
Calico.
Ice, Big K. There's a bunch of guys that make decent, good music.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But that's like my actual playlist is like 90s and 2000s hip hop and R&B with a splash of some white people music every now and again. I do, man. I don't. Hosier is in there. Alex Clare is in there on the low. Evanescence is in there on the
Okay.
low.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, but they all on the low. They on the low. Like you're only gonna hear one or two, and then I'm getting
Yeah.
out of there. But yeah,
Right on, man. Nah, be yourself, man. You know what I
for
mean?
sure, for
Um,
sure.
in a minute or less, Anwar, tell the world why you feel New Jersey Twerk is the greatest battle rapper.
Because New Jersey Twerk doesn't fit one mold. I think that's the short answer. He's a
Hmm.
puncher. He's an angler. He's performance. He's
Hmm.
electrifying. I can't say explosive because we're in Paul's culture. He's a haymaker god, but he's also a pen.
Hmm.
Like there's no the blueprint to beating Twerk in a rap
Hmm.
battle is hoping he fucks up. That's the blueprint.
Mm.
Because if he's on 100, I think he's unbeatable.
Okay. Fair enough. Rob, you got anything else, or you want to play unpopular opinions, man?
Yeah, it's the unpopular opinion.
All right. Well, we're gonna end it like this, man. We play a little game on here from time to time called unpopular opinions, where basically you give, let's say, three unpopular opinions. You could do more than three if you want. You know what I'm saying? Just some things you want to get off your chest, but it has to be something that kind of goes against the grain. Like it has to be like, you got T Rex, 30 and Charlie clips. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be
Okay.
something like just kind of that a lot of people would just disagree with. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have to limit it to battle rap. You can do one battle rap, one regular hip hop, one political view. You can do all three battle rap, whatever. Three
Okay.
unpopular opinions, man. And I'm gonna go you, Marabi, and then I'll end it, man. It's on
All
you,
right.
Anwar. Go.
I think I'm gonna try to stick in the realm of battle rap just because that's gonna be the audience for this interview. So I'll say,
Okay.
one of them is literally Jazz the Rapper is unbeatable in female battle rap. There is not a female walking the planet, including Misfit or Miss Hustle, that can beat Jazz the Rapper in a rap battle today. Um, I don't know if that's really unpopular. I think it is, but I like because there's people that say
Yeah,
Miss
it,
Hustle.
here it is.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, there's not
Yeah.
a there's not a whoever that woman is. Respect to her. She either lost already or will lose when Jazz decides to.
Mm.
Um,
Okay.
so there's that. Uh, let me see. The best rap battle ever is not Hitman and Surf. It is not Easy and Chess. It is actually DNA versus Disaster, the first one. The one where he said, "What you gonna set the time limit to?" Infinity. That's the absolute best rap battle ever.
That's a classic.
Yes, it is. But it's the best ever. That is number one. Like, if you have somebody who does not know battle rap and you want to introduce them, you can put that battle on. They don't need any backstory. There's a black guy and a not black guy. There's jokes, punches, angles, scheming. That battle has literally everything. And then there's Drake, in case the person is a female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my third one, I really want to go out the box on this one. I just want to think of something. I want to think of something so that I don't get in any trouble. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to think of one that's spicy enough, but it ain't gonna get me in no trouble. That's really what I be thinking about. Okay. Damn, this might get me in trouble though. This really might, but I don't give a shit. Fuck it. I really want to say it, but I know I can't. So let me
just say it, man. Just say it, bro.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Come on, man.
I know I will. My phone gonna ring. And
Anwar, we just had a whole discussion about being yourself, man. Being true to yourself, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. But I'm attached to a brand, so I can't because I'm attached to a brand. I'm gonna give y'all something else. Oh, here we go. I don't remember what year it was, but I want to say it was Geechee's third champion of the year. I think that was a robbery, and it should have been Ill Will. I want to say it was his third one. His first one was good. The second one was the one where he had all the artists and everybody. The third one was when he battled Lux. Oh damn! Was it that year though? There was one year, the COVID year. That was the year because it was the year we did the shit over Zoom. Whatever year that was, it should have been Ill Will. That's still irks my soul. Damn. I'm gonna say Geechee won that year.
Okay.
I'll go. I guess Free K Shine. I don't know if that's unpopular. Tribe Called Quest is okay. Yeah, it's an unpopular opinion. They're cool.
Okay.
Let me guess. This is tough. I don't know if I should keep it battle rap, but I feel like Jazz the Rapper lost to RX. I don't know if that's unpopular.
Was you there?
No.
How the fuck did you see it?
We seen it, man. Enes was streaming on IG, man. We seen it. Yeah, we seen the battle.
I was watching it too, but I couldn't the stream kept fucking. I literally asked Jazz today, where is that battle?
Yeah, it's on DNA. DNA Tooth got a copy of it on his channel, man. Look it up, man.
I want to see the actual footage though. I feel that. Whole thing. They supposedly own the battles, right?
Yeah.
Well, allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I just want to see it clear. That's all.
Right. Would it? Let me ask you this: if you watch the Jazz and RX and it turned out to be debatable, would that change your opinion about Jazz?
If it turned out to be debatable?
If you watched it?
Probably not.
All right. I'm letting you know right now, Jazz was very mid in that battle, man. She was mid. She's got to check, man.
1340 over here.
I'm not saying RX was just super spectacular, you know what I'm saying? But I think RX did enough to make it debatable.
Okay. Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Jazz has debatable battles. But as far as getting a clear win, and it's like Hitman Holla.
Right.
People argue with me all the time. Hitman lost to Cassidy. He lost to Calico. Both of those battles are debatable. Hitman lost to Easy. Ain't shit debatable about that battle. Nothing. So if you say,
I was just about to go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Y'all gonna tell me there's something debatable about Hitman versus Easy?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I just want to make sure. Yeah. So
I gotta rewatch it again. I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, is it my
Go
turn?
ahead and ignore the mic issues too. Ignore the hate that ain't gonna
Uh-huh.
look good on cam that Hitman was telling you about.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, if it's debatable, it's still debatable. But
sure.
Jazz, bro, yeah, Jazz is
Yeah.
really the goat, bro. She really is. Go
Man,
ahead.
listen, we're gonna talk backstage, Anwar. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Me and you
Mm-hmm.
can definitely have this one off backstage, you know what I'm saying? Off
Go
camera.
ahead.
Off camera, 3 rounds, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But you literally okay. I'm gonna say this, man. This was actually one of my unpopular opinions. I think Hitman and Easy is closer than what people say. I don't think it's a body bag.
It's
I
not a
think
body.
I think Hitman was rapping first round and second round. You know what I'm saying? I thought he definitely had some heavy stuff. You know what I mean? Crowd wasn't messing with him for whatever reason. I still got Easy edging. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Third round, nothing to talk about. I felt like Hitman was letting the crowd kind of affect how he looked on
Adversary.
stage. Nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Easy got that clear. But I think them first 2 rounds, you know, Hitman was definitely rapping. You know what I'm saying? I got Easy winning though. You know what I mean? That's unpopular opinion number one. Unpopular
I feel like
opinion number
that
two.
second was slept on. Like,
Yeah, man.
oh shit, man.
I was always cool with my lawyer having a better pen than mine or a nicer pen than mine. I was fired, man. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
It was.
That was dope, man. But yeah, they were sleeping. But yeah, I still got Easy. You know what I'm saying? Unpopular opinion number two. I think Jay-Z gets smoked on a lot of the crew cuts, man. When he's rapping with other people, I think he gets dusted, man. You know what I'm saying? You go back Reservoir Dogs with Beanie and them. I think Jazzo got him on Originators 99. You know what I'm saying? There's quite a few crew cuts. I feel like Jay-Z kind of got out rapped. You know what I'm saying? And third unpopular opinion, man, this kind of goes to your boy Twerk and Nitty, man. I feel like they help ruin this next generation of battle rappers, man, because there's so many Nitty and Twerk clones that I'm hearing the past couple years, and it's just annoying at this point. You could tell a lot of these brothers Anwar didn't even rap before they started battle rapping. They literally watched battle rap on YouTube, copy and paste URL style, copy and paste Twerk Nitty style, gun butt, gun tuck. No. You know what I'm saying? Same 1-2, 1-2, 4 bar setup type of things. Haymaker punch. You know what I'm saying? No
I agree.
cadence, no delivery in the switch up. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing unique, nothing original. You know what I'm saying? I have
Right.
not been impressed with these new guys the past, like I said, probably 2 or 3 years, man. You know what I mean? So those are mine. You know what I mean? But
Harsh.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
interesting too. I like the way you phrase that. I'm gonna repeat that. I am gonna
yeah.
repeat that.
It's true, you know what I'm saying? That's no slight to Nitty or Twerk. They're both
Right.
incredible.
Yeah, it's
You know
not
what I'm
their
saying?
fault that they're good.
They're just so dope. You have so many people trying to imitate that style and they just don't do it as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Right.
comes off as a cheap copy. You know what I mean? A copy
Right.
of a copy of a copy. You know what I'm saying? It's just not good. I'm just not impressed, man. Listen, man, Souffleur, Soul, whatever his name is, Foots. You know what I'm saying? All these the E's and all these guys, man. Like, stop it, bro. Like, stop it,
So
man.
so it's only
Stop it.
URL guys that copy Twerk and Nitty.
I didn't say that. See, here we go.
I mean,
Look at
because
URL, man.
everybody you named was URL guys.
I'm just
And you
saying,
just
man.
lost another name out there.
I'm
Come on.
not a big Coach Coleon fan either. You know what I'm saying? I think he kind of falls in that realm as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't got no filter, man. I don't got no bias anymore. Stop that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you the biased one, clearly, but I got you, brother.
I don't know. That's the thing, because I could name 3 on URL and 3 on OSBL. And then,
Okay,
well, I couldn't name 3 on OSBL. I can name 2 for sure. And I can
okay,
name 3 on RBE.
yeah,
Yeah. So that's the thing, man. I don't
yeah,
think. Damn, that should have been my third one. It took all that time to think. I thought of it, but that's all right. Go ahead.
yeah. You good, brother? And you know what? I think you would do well with a female battle rapper under your wing, Anwar. I think you could definitely, if you found somebody that was talented enough, man. I think you could give them the game, and you know what I'm saying. Now that would be
Yeah,
something to see. You know what I mean?
yeah. I had a couple ask me. Um,
Hmm.
Fun fact: Jazz asked me to manage her once, but she was drunk.
Mm.
And
She
then
was
I brought
drunk.
it up again,
Yeah,
and she was like, "For real? I did. I had to send her literally a screenshot of her just asking me, and then she was
yeah,
like, "Oh shit." It's like I ain't take it personal. I knew you was lit. So,
yeah.
but yeah, yeah.
Shout out Jazz, man.
Shout out Jazz, super dope person.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Anwar, we appreciate you pulling up. Hey, man. Matter of fact, stay backstage, brother. After we end this, man, I want to holler at
Oh,
you.
I am.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
But
you calling. Thank you very much.
But yeah,
right on,
listen,
man.
thank y'all for having me, man. This
Yeah.
was definitely dope, man.
Appreciate that, man. Robbie, sign us out, bro.
Make sure to follow Anwar at Just Anwar. Follow us at iswepoddin. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos. Appreciate you pulling up. And we'll be back Friday.